What is the insurance draft after accepting the settlement in an auto accident? I ran across this many years ago when I deposited an insurance payment in the form of a draft. The bank clerk explained that I could not withdraw the funds until they had cleared, which could take a couple of weeks. I forget how long it was, but it was much more than a week. Here is the difference. With a check, the bank on which it is drawn pays it as soon as it is presented unless something is obviously wrong, like insufficient funds. If it turns out that something is wrong, like a clever forgery, that is not discovered until the account owner sees the cancelled check, then the payer bank begins a recovery process that may or may not be successful in recovering the funds. A draft, however, will not be paid when it is presented to the bank on which it is drawn. Instead, that bank forwards it to the person who wrote the check for approval. The draft will not be paid until that person approves it and tells the bank it is okay to pay. Hence the significant delay between presentment and payment at the bank on which the draft is drawn, which creates even more delay at your bank where you deposited the draft. Insurance companies settle their claims in a number of ways. The old way was they would issue you a draft, which is similar to a check, but the difference being when you deposit a draft, your bank holds the money until the draft is released or paid by the issuing company. Today more and more companies issue checks, as this is much better customer service and that helps with customer satisfaction, retention, growth, etc. And some companies will do direct deposit into the bank account you request. The more progressive companies are trying to stay current with the financial market changes due to technology and how it all ties into customer service. When anyone writes a check, they can only write it for an amount up to the amount they have in the bank. Knowingly writing checks for more than you have in the bank is against the law. Insurance companies have hundreds of adjusters out there paying claims every day. How much money should they keep in their claims paying account to pay all those checks? They don't know. So they have the adjusters write drafts. When the drafts are presented from your bank to the insurance company's bank, they transfer enough money into their account to pay the drafts received that day. This is legal. Your bank does not deposit the money into your account until they have confirmation that your insurance company has honored the draft and sent them the money. That is why there is a delay. Bank draft is a financial instrument which is used as a mode of payment and may also have been used by your insurer to make payment of your claim. It could be a check or even direct transfer of approved claim amount into your bank account. Bank drafts, checks are credited to your bank account subject to realization from the issuer's account through clearing houses. The insurance draft is the payment for your claim. Insurance companies use drafts instead of checks. Drafts have to have an approval before the money is released, unlike a check.